Hello, agents.
Harry's in charge of watching over prisoners at 1:45. Wow. Makes no sense. Wait a minute. Keys is with Snyder. Questioning of prisoners. Switch at 12:45. But Harry doesn't come into place at 1:45 until 1:45. So who did they switch to? Baker is officially on paid leave. Why is that written down? This must be from the day before, right? Because why would you have... anything about Harry on this? Talk about unprofessional. Okay, let's take this case by case. Or question by question. I remember reading a birthday card. Did we not? That mentioned the Kyle. Your great-great-grandfather Bartholomew Baker. He doesn't oh my god, that button. He doesn't explicitly say that it's a weapon. Bartholomew Baker. Huh? Generations, 1827 to 98. Cavalry. It's flat, isn't it? Okay, shall we? Oh, happy day. This is deep, dude. Right, so instead of that, which isn't very useful, I'm gonna go with sword. I reckon it's a standard issue because we found a weapon. Don't necessarily know who did that, but the office doorway. I mean, logically, Harry wasn't allowed to do anything, was he? He was cleaning his weapons, right? So we'd think... Hold on. I'm still going to find that bullet casing before I press enter to anything. Harry. Seriously, where is this thing? It's driving me nuts. Okay. So, I'm going to say Harry. Do I need his whole name? Was it Baker? Okay, Dirty Cop. I'm going to get into that in a minute because... the last few things I've found have made me switch my entire perspective. How many people were... Okay. Shall we look? 1, 2, 3. I'm not so sure about that one, but we'll say 4, 5, 6. So, I need to go back to how I feel like this crime happened, huh? I'm aware that this is going to be very complicated because this dude was not murdered. The blood trail is what's confusing me. The arm and the waist makes sense, right? If he's there, gets shot in the arm, turns around, gets him at the waist. I swear, I thought I had it. I thought I had it. This is ridiculous. Like, this isn't just one person. There's no freaking way. Oh. Don't you dare do that to me. Guys, you saw that, right? You saw that, right? What the heck did I just go along? No. What is happening? There was something here. Oh, you're so rude. Oh, it's broke there as well, and there. Oh, it's a door? Are you freaking joking? How rude can you get? I can't even close it? Wow. I thought I had it. Okay. Yeah, this isn't just one person doing one person. This is crazy. They all hated each other. Right, okay. So... clearly didn't do himself in, right? Chest. Arms. Leg and head. This dude's only the head. And there's no bullet casing in here, which would suggest a different weapon, right? Am I reading that wrong? Are we thinking DIY? So both in here weren't included. So I'd say 4, because we've got 6 bodies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And those 2 don't count to me. But why would he do that? Okay. I'm going with that. So I'm going to say 4. Sorry if you've already filled all these out. I just feel like I need to explain most of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to say 4. Was he in a reasonable state of mind? I mean, I'd say yes. I didn't see anything specifically wrong with him. He was just crap. I need to think about it, though. And which prisoner was in that interrogation room? That would be in our files. Oh no, it wouldn't be, would it? It'd be in this, right? Which is a stupid place to put this information, but... Oh, it doesn't even say who. Okay, so it will be in the... It'll be in here. Right the first time. Do these state what room people are in? Like interrogation room 1 or 2? Because we've got 2 interrogation rooms here. Location. That's really helpful. They all say the same thing. My bad. $130. 12:30. Meeting with Dick. Shall we? Now, the dirty cop. We need to talk. So, you know how I said Mike seemed the more reasonable one? Yeah, not so much now. Should we go to his office? So, now, talk about a bias for mental health. This guy stuck in my head because of the possible schizophrenia situation. I don't know if he was diagnosed, I can't remember that. But I did look over some of my playthrough to try and make sense because I was a bit stuck. Now, no one seems to get along with Snyder. He has got how many members of the family? And yet he's got loads of money. Where's he getting the money from when he can't even afford medication? And he's, I don't know if he's married to, but like a payday loan person. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So there is a lot of shady stuff that this dude is doing. Not to mention Contraband's going missing. And Harry was blamed for it, but clearly we have a situation here. I don't think that Snyder is as good a person as I initially suggested. It just does not sit well with me. You know, money. I mean, it's weird, right? I was just trying to figure out, like, what are the differences? Now, this dude is well tidy like that. This is a nightmare. He has his own problems. But again, the money thing, everyone's struggling and he's just got money lying on his desk. How's he making that money? Could it be? Is it he? On the afternoon of September 25th, around 12:30 p.m., Darren Nakamura and Michael Snyder were interrogating Philip Clomas in interrogation room number 2. Harry Baker was in his office cleaning Richard Bolt's broken pistol, having just been relieved of active duty. Richard Bolts was sitting down with Carl Tristan in interrogation room 1. Oh, so I misread that anyway. It wasn't him. I thought it was Nakamura, waiting for the other interrogation to end. Darren had not received his required dose of medicine to deal with his oncoming schizophrenia. As he sat with Michael Snyder, a man who he already deeply hated, he heard enough jokes at what he personally believed were his expense. He snapped and began shooting his colleague. Before shooting the suspect and in interrogation room 2, in a rage, he then stormed out, blockading the observation room. Harry Baker heard the gunshots and began to scramble to find a usable weapon in his office cubicle. Remembering that Richard Bolts was nearby, Nakamura began to walk towards the other interrogation room. As Nakamura approached the other interrogation room, Harry Baker finished loading his revolver, cracked the door to the observation room open, took a few shots at Nakamura. At this point, the clock was hit by a stray bullet. Nakamura quickly returned fire, shot numerous times back at his partner. Nakamura and Harry were hit, with Nakamura getting lucky and shooting Harry in a vital spot. Harry slumped in the office doorway. Nakamura limped over to a nearby desk and pulled out the bullet that Harry shot him with. His injuries were large enough that he knew he'd die by bleeding out, so he's the one by the clock. He then saw Richard still in the interrogation room with Carl Tristan. And they didn't hear the bullets? The suspect that had been falsely imprisoned. It had been 10 minutes since Nakamura began his rampage, but he was not about to calm down just yet. Remembering that Richard never truly helped him with money, and in a blind fury, Nakamura stumbled to the door. Richard attempted to charge him, but he was shot in the head. After Richard fell down dead, Nakamura stumbled and collapsed against a nearby wall, sitting below a clock that Harry had accidentally shot during their crossfire. Carl Tristan, old and with a weak heart, began to have a heart attack and toppled to the ground, dying around 12:55 p.m. Overlooking the carnage that he had created and hearing the dying breaths of Carl Tristan, Nakamura began to calm down. Surrounded by dead colleagues and former friends, he decided to take his own life before he bled out. It's estimated that he sat against the wall for 15 minutes before taking his own life. Now, I have no clue whatsoever how they could deduce that, but, you know, some people are superhuman.